Hi everyone, welcome to Why You Should Play This Commander, the show where I pick a commander and discuss why you should play them. In today's episode, we are doing Miirym, a beautiful looking dragon from the Battle of Baldur's Gate set. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn and enjoy the show. Let's get started by looking at what Miirym does. So Miirym is a spirit dragon creature that costs 1 green, 1 blue, 1 red and 3 colorless mana. Its power and toughness are both 6, and on the card it says, Flying, Ward 2. Whenever another non-token dragon enters the battlefield under your control, create a token that's a copy of it, except the token isn't legendary if that dragon is legendary. Yes, this effect is amazing. We can copy any dragon spell we play, even legendary ones. This effect already is super strong, but the fact that we can copy legendary creatures, dragons, is just bonkers. We can do all sorts of shenanigans with Miirym. And remember, it says here, whenever a non-token dragon enters the battlefield. So you can flicker dragons, bounce dragons, and when they come back in without casting them, you're making a copy. Madness. So, why should we be playing this commander? For starters, Miirym isn't too expensive to buy. In fact, as of now, you could pick up a Miirym off from Card Market for around $2. This means if you're wanting a dragon commander on a budget, Miirym can definitely lead the pack. I feel like Miirym can definitely be built on a reasonable budget, but you could also do the expensive route and pack all the best expensive dragons from green, red, blue into this deck and do some crazy damage. Miirym also has Ward 2, which really is actually super good. In fact, it's going to come in handy very often. The fact that opponents have to pay an additional 2 mana to cast a removal on him will really slow them down and ruin some of their plans. People don't like paying additional costs. I've noticed it in my commander games. If you love the Dragon Tribal theme, Miirym is perfection. You can copy any of your pretty little dragons or pretty big dragons with his powerful effect. Imagine having 2 old Narbones or any other sexy dragon on the battlefield, and then you can copy it even more if you wanted to. Some cool things you can do with this deck is actually copy Miirym. You can use a Spark Double or Sakashima to easily copy him, and then when you create your dragon tokens with your dragon spells or when they're entering the battlefield with flicker effects, you'll trigger this ability multiple times, creating an army of dragons with just 1 spell or 1 flicker. Absolutely incredible. Miirym gives you access to blue, which means you can even hold counter magic in your hand as protection to any removals you're likely going to be seeing. You're always going to be seeing board wipes when you play Miirym. People will want to blow up your board as often as possible because it's going to be stacked with dragons. So the fact that we have blue means we can have a lovely counter in our hand and protect your board state. Green and red obviously are going to do great here as well. Lots of great dragons in those colours. It's a shame we don't have access to black and white, but to be honest, I don't feel like we really need them too much with Miirym. He offers so much anyway, and 3 colours means you can fix your land base easier. It's also cheaper. Miirym can be built several ways. I would obviously recommend the Dragon Tribal route, but you can also try other routes. I've heard of some people focusing on copying only Miirym and trying to flood the board with loads of Ward 2 dragons. 6/6 flyers, they're going to do damage. You can also flicker your dragons with a simple flicker spell. Doing this will trigger Miirym's ability. As he says, whenever a dragon enters the battlefield, copy that dragon. Not cast, enters. Absolute madness. Spells like Ghostly Flicker here are going to do great. So yes, if you're looking for a dragon commander who is absolutely fantastic for tribal dragons, then this is the commander for you. You can build it on a budget or go crazy on the wallet and watch your opponent's eyes open with shock when they suddenly see a ridiculous amount of dragons swinging their way. Miirym overall is fantastic. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you found it helpful. If you've played Miirym, please leave a comment on how you built him and what cards you found to really work well alongside with him. Thanks for watching. Bye everyone.